Well, a third suspect in the Phala Phala burglary saga will make his first court appearance at the Bela Bela magistrate's court this morning. The 27-year-old handed himself over to the police yesterday. He joins two other suspects who appeared earlier on in this week for the 2020 theft at President Cyril Ramaphosa's farm, while Emanuela David and Florina Joseph are also back in court for their formal bail application. And our senior reporter Aviwe Mtila tracks the story and joins us now from Bela Bela Magistrate's Court. Aviwe, a very warm good morning to you. And I remember previously when you spoke to the NPA, they were quite confident that all the investigations were leading them in the right direction in as far as the third suspect is concerned, who is appearing this morning.
Well, it seems like they have moved since then, Dumelo. We're back at the magistrate court in Bela Bela, a heavily guarded magistrate court, I must say. At least there's at least half a dozen police inside the courtroom alone. If you are to go outside, you'll see the police nyalas. You'll see, in fact, the street cordoned off and a number of police vehicles with at least a dozen policemen outside. That would tell you the gravitas and the importance of this case. We do know it's the bail application today for accused number 1 and 2. That's Emanuela David as well as Florina Joseph, who used to be the domestic worker of the president at the time. But now, of course, those developments where we do understand they're now joined by the third accused in this matter, who handed himself over just yesterday. Just to get more details on this now, I am joined by the spokesperson of the NPA in Limpopo, Mema Shudu. Mema, thank you for joining us at eNCA, but maybe first tell us more about this accused, the third one, and the relation, if there is any, to the accused.
Yeah, the third male suspect is going to appear today in the Bela Bela Magistrate Court. He's related to Florina. He's the brothers and sisters.
Okay, and it's a bail application today for Emanuela as well as Florina. Maybe take us through what's going to happen today. How is the state even going to act when it comes to the bail application?
David was supposed to come with his legal representative today. I'm not sure whether he's arrived with his lawyer, but Florina already got a legal representative, so they're going to do their bail application. And the third suspect also is expected to come with his legal representative so that we can do their bail hearing.
All three of them bail today. And the state, will it be opposing the bail? Maybe just take us through what the state's stance will be when it comes to the bail application.
Some will oppose, but for the lady, she's got a 1-year child. We can fix the bail for her.
Okay, so you'll oppose the bail for Emanuela as well as the new suspect, the 27-year-old brother of Florina.
Yes.
Okay, and then any more possible arrests in this matter? Maybe take us through the stance of your evidence and what's going to happen going forward.
Investigation is still continuing. Will be led by the investigation whether we're going to get other suspects.
Okay, thank you very much. That is the spokesperson of the NPA in Limpopo, of course, just giving us a run-through of what we can expect in a court today. Of course, we do understand that according to the NPA, this matter dates back to January 1st, 2020, essentially where the conspiracy actually took place. It was on the 8th of January where they attempted to do the actual break-in, but went to the wrong farm, we do understand. And the following day, that would be the 9th of January 2020, is when this money, $580,000 was stolen from the Phala Phala farm. We do understand in the couch, of course, that of course is owned by President Cyril Ramaphosa. It was only years later that it actually came to the fore. We do understand in June 2022 when the former spy boss Arthur Fraser essentially went and laid that criminal case against President Cyril Ramaphosa, suggesting that this particular theft that happened back in 2020 was concealed and hidden, essentially. But we do know, of course, after a number of backlashes and just upheaval from political parties that suggested that the president must fall on his sword, as well as NGOs, we do know that he's been cleared by institutes such as the Public Protector, Kolega Galega, suggesting that he has nothing to answer to, or also the Reserve Bank, SA Reserve Bank, suggesting that the president did not break any regulatory confinements when it came to this particular matter. In fact, this is a conversation that I had just yesterday with the head of the Hawks, General Lebia, in finding out why it took so long. We do understand that the robbery and theft itself happened back in 2020, and it's only this week that we do understand that the arrests happen, as well as them appearing, of course, the official bail application expected today. Why, after 3 years, are they now coming to the fore? And he suggests that, in fact, it only came to the Hawks recently. It didn't take 3 years for them to investigate. In fact, let's take a listen to General Lebia on that conversation that we had yesterday, just around the timeliness that it took for it to come to court.
Maybe we should have been counting from the time that the case was reported with the Hawks. And you will find that it is actually not 3 years that you are talking about. The case may have been reported of housebreaking and the like, which was handled elsewhere. But maybe we should be focusing on the time that the matter was reported to the Hawks. And if you go and look at the complicated nature of the investigation that we have to do, so that we get all the necessary evidence, I think that the officers can't be criticized for having been slow in securing those. So if you go and look at the type of statements that our officers obtain and file in the dockets, you will see the seriousness of these matters. I can tell you that in one of the cases that we are dealing with, one affidavit is more than 200 pages. So that you can understand that you are not going to take that type of statement in one day.
Well, this is where we'll leave it with our senior reporter, Aviwe Mtila. More of those developments will be, of course, shared right here on eNCA upon the appearance of a third suspect in court this morning.